Welcome to the Through Andrew's Eyes event, produced by The Balcony in collaboration with the UC Davis Mind Institute. So for those of you who don't know The Balcony, we are a virtual streaming service producing plays and in-house content for writers, directors, and actors around the world, connecting those artists who may have not been able to work with each other beforehand because of geographical distances. And if you want to see any more of the work that we're putting up, go to our Instagram at The Balcony Arts. This is also in collaboration with the UC Davis Mind Institute, a research and development facility for autism research, and supporting the autistic community. Tonight's event will be a panel, including the panelists of Blythe Corbett, Dr. Leonard Abbeduto, Janet Grillo, Alex Plank, and Patricia Wright. So without further ado, I want to lend this time over to the panel before we have our play reading, and I'll give you guys the go-ahead. So please, Blythe, take it away. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening, and we will speak a little bit more later.
Thank you very much, Nate, for giving me this opportunity to moderate this very unique event. Like our esteemed panel and the themes we're about to discuss tonight, they're going to revolve around art, advocacy, abilities, and different perspectives on autism. And while we might have different perspectives, either personally or professionally, on autism, we all share this one common interest, and that is better understanding and support for individuals on the autism spectrum. So for my first question tonight, I'm going to direct it to the director of the Mind Institute, Dr. Len Abbeduto. So Len, especially in your position, you'll appreciate this question. As you know, there is a growing tension between advocacy and agency among some members of the autism community, to include adults and perhaps those that are more able. So the question is, to what extent do we ensure that we listen to the voices of the autism community, including self-advocates, agencies, services, clinicians, parents, policymakers, and more? How do we bridge those different voices?
Thanks, Blythe. I think that's a great question. I think for me, I start with the idea that we're not going to reach a consensus and that we may have different views on these issues, and I think that's okay. I think one of the values of the conversation that's really been started by people within the neurodiversity movement is that they've really reminded all of us that we shouldn't just focus on what people can and can't do, focus on what their strengths are and what their challenges are. But it's really, for me, I think it's really the heart of the whole issue is about valuing and respecting all people. And I think that that's a healthy dialogue that's been started. Sometimes it's a heated dialogue, but I think it's a really good reminder to us that we are quite variable, all of us, and it's really about value and respect.
Thank you. That's a wonderful response. So Janet, I'd like to turn the question to you and get your perspective on that question.
The balance between advocacy and agency?
Well, yes, the extent to which we want to listen to the different voices.
Right. Well, it's interesting because I think that the issue of alliance is looming large in society, outside of the autism community. I think we're here having a lot of conversation about how can we as white people be allied to Black people, and on and on and on. And so I kind of feel like this is an extension of that conversation of, so I'm the mother of an adult son on the autism spectrum, and I've made a few movies that dramatize the experience of raising a child on the spectrum. And obviously I'm not autistic, but I am definitely intimately, lovingly, forever, entwined with an autistic person. And so telling these stories is a form of alliance, right? And I think that where it gets a little complicated, and I think it's a gray area, and I'm excited that this evening is happening, because I think where it gets a little complicated is that as the storyteller, there's a certain kind of agency that I step into by telling the story. I'm not pretending that I'm telling my son's story I'm telling my story, but my story, of course, is entwined with his. And so I am depicting an experience which I'm very close to, but isn't mine. And so there's a lot of conversation about, who gets to tell the story. And, does one eliminate the other? Can there be room at the table for a lot of different voices? And I think these are the kinds of questions. And so how do we ally without disempowering? How do we speak and also listen?
Yeah, great response. So Alex, I'd like to turn to you and get your perspective on the question.
So it seems like there's two different, people are reading this agency thing as two different things. Like I think that like the question actually was supposed to say agencies, plural, because if you look at the second part of the question, it's talking about services and like agencies that provide services. Can you clarify to make sure that it's like, you're not talking about like, the capacity of someone to make their own decisions, like what the actual meaning of agency is, like in social
I think
science?
You can interpret it any way you want. That's that it's open-ended. So however you want to interpret the question.
Right, but I'm saying there's like, it seems it's miswritten. So it's not about interpretation here. It's about the problem with the actual.
So I think the broader question is just simply, to what extent
both Janet and Len just answered it two different ways, as if the word, agencies as in, service providers, or like, the Mind Institute as an agency, and then Janet. But if we're going to answer it as the social science, thing, like I don't see how those are conflicting. I mean, the whole idea of agency is that we take power and we advocate for ourselves. So in fact, that those aren't conflicting. There is no growing tension in that. In fact, I'd say that there's people are being given more and more agency as time goes on. And I think it's important to empower those of us on the spectrum to be able to tell our own stories, I don't, you can tell any story you want about anyone, I guess technically, but at the end of the day, I find the stories that are told by those who are telling them a truth about themselves to the most universally applicable and even more relatable by those who aren't in that same group. So like even someone who isn't autistic probably would get more from a story told by an autistic person than someone sort of telling it from a third party, like about someone else. Because I feel like personal stories are the ones that like have the most impact.
Right, thank you. So I guess I'll pose the question this way and just make it more broad. Patricia, so to what extent do we ensure that we listen to the voices, just broadly speaking, of the autism community, especially from your own perspective?
Certainly. And so I'm, someone who's been a service provider and a clinician for many, many years, I think that listening to that first person voice, and I think to kind of go back to, I think the original intent or my interpretation as Alex had prompted, is I think where some of that tension comes in is when there's a sense of people who maybe don't use traditional forms of communication are not heard. And so I think, I suspect everyone who just queried this question to values diversity and wants to make sure that we're listening to those voices. And I think sometimes my question is if, even if people aren't using verbal language, we know many people with autism don't use verbal language, but they certainly can convey their preferences and choices and utilize their agency, to use that term. So, and I think that when that tension arises, I would like to think that the entire community can just start to become comfortable being uncomfortable, right? Has been a phrase that's been used in the current conflict with people of color and what's happening in of those of us that are of the perceived dominant race. So I think that we could start to think about having that value of diversity and listening to those voices.
Thank you so much. So now I'm going to pose a different question, and Janet, I'd love to start with you. So what role do the arts play in informing, treating, and educating about autism?
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, I think that the arts play a huge role in informing us about everything. So So why not autism too? I think that storytelling is the way that we really understand things, you know, is that, you know, if you're Christian, Jesus spoke in parables, right? Well, so I think that that's for a reason, you know, is that stories become experiential and that we step into a narrative. Sorry, I wonder if you're hearing all these beeps coming from my computer. I apologize for that. I think that, you know, the value of storytelling is that it puts you inside of an experience. It becomes experiential and you become empathically connected to and identified with. And so things become alive and lived and you live in it. And so that increases empathy and insight through experience. I mean, I firmly believe that we are ultimately experiential learners, right? And that even those of us who are sort of book smart, still, when you're experiencing something, that's when it really hits and it lasts. So I think that's what, you know, art does, is it gives us some kind of emotive experience. And I teach, right? So I teach at NYU, and I always tell my students that dramas are like little empathy machines, right? And that they're bridges to narrow a gap between me and you, the self and other. And the more othered the person is, the more we need that bridge. So I think that, you know, in terms of the autism community, any community that's been marginalized, you know, and perceived as other, I think the art is a tremendously important and valuable tool.
I like that response. So Alex, I'll direct it to you. What role do arts play in informing, treating, educating about autism?
Well, you know, I think that they play a very important role. I think Janet's right that they inform everything that we as a society believe and impact the way that everyone sees each other. You know, it reminds me sort of, you know, I didn't really know anything about transgender individuals. My first experience to them was the documentary Paris is Burning, right? Now, that sort of was someone else coming in and giving like an other view of it. And so it still made it seem as if, oh, they're these, you know, people that are, you know, very different and like, you know, I'm not quite sure I understand where they're coming from. But then, you know, I watched that show Pose, which came out much later, which is, you know, made and starring people who are transgender. And you develop sort of this like understanding, like where they're not as other to you. And I think that hasn't really happened so much with autism yet. We see some stuff where it's like, okay, well, this is someone describing their interaction with autism, but we don't see enough artists who are on the spectrum telling their stories from a way that makes it so that we can, or I mean, obviously I'm on the spectrum, so that others can sort of see them as for who they are and see like the true, pure stories and how those stories relate to their own lives.
Very good. Thank you, Alex. So Patricia, I know you work a lot within the service community, and so especially in your role and what you do. So what role do the arts play?
Well, the two people who create art on this panel are really well spoken about this, but I just think storytelling is what actually kind of evokes human emotion. And I know there's many, you know, famous quotes about how art provokes change or provokes, you know, shift in belief systems. And I think that this creation and this work is intended to inform and educate. And I think the art of storytelling does that better than as much of many of us love data and love charts and graphs and all of those things. What really promotes change and acceptance and understanding and awareness is storytelling, and only through the arts is that done well.
Thank you. All right, and back to you, Len. So what do you think?
Oh, I guess, you know, just two thoughts on it. I think I really agree with Patricia in the sense of, you know, as a scientist, we rely on numbers and graphs and figures, and that really conveys things in kind of an aggregate way. But I think personal stories are so powerful. They really do convey that. I mean, I think, you know, I think we as humans, we kind of define ourselves in stories. And so we look for stories as explanations of ourselves and others. And so I think hearing people's stories on the autism spectrum or family members, I think is really powerful. I think the other thing in terms of other kind of forms of art, as you know, Blythe, at my institute we have art collection, paintings by and drawings by people on the autism spectrum. And for me, I think it's always an important reminder that you know, that we shouldn't think about people in terms of what they can't do or the challenges they have. But I look at this art and this reminds me, because this is all by people on the spectrum, of all the amazing things that they can do. So I think art really serves multiple functions for us as we think about autism.
Thank you. So I'm going to chime in just a little bit on that question I asked you all, but as somebody who's combined art and science together, it's been a wonderful bridge in using theater as a form of intervention as well. So I think we can use art not only as a medium to understand, but also to actually treat, which is something that we've been doing. Janice, did you want to?
Yeah, I did. I had a sort of a follow-up thought. Well, first of all, you probably are familiar with Autism the Musical. I'm just going to sort of plug. It was a documentary that I helped to produce that certainly describes the tremendous value of theater as a therapeutic tool, bonding tool. But taking it a step further, I think that the next stage in storytelling, to Alex's point, has got to be stories that are coming from autistic people. And I think that it's really, Alex, your generation and the one that's following you that will start stepping into that role. That until now, it's true, we've seen, you know, wonderful visual art, graphic art and music and writings. You know, we've had some prose writings and memoirs and poetry. But I think the next stage is dramatic storytelling. So I teach at NYU, and there are several students I've had who are autistic. And it's really interesting to see how are they going to take this skill and this training. And Alex, you went to film school too, right?
Yeah, I'm actually writing a film right now. I have a couple of things in development that I'm trying to get produced. And so, I mean, you know, if they, you know, get made, it, you know, that'll be at least one more thing in the world that's from someone who's on the spectrum themselves. You know, like that's a personal story.
That's really significant because to my knowledge, and you know, I'd love to know if there's I don't know of a feature film that where the script is, it's either directed by, or the script is where people are telling the story of being autistic by people who are autistic. And I think that this is, as filmmakers and as storytellers, we can create alliances. Like this is the place where an alliance is really.
Yeah, and we like to say, oh yeah, like the actors on the spectrum, but like the actors just literally saying what the writer wrote. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they can like be more authentic. Of course, they're going to be more authentic as someone who is autistic, but like still the story itself might not have be being told by someone on the spectrum.
Right, exactly. And in fact, as we know, is that movies and theater, like we're about to see, are a profoundly collaborative medium. Nobody does it alone. And so I think that the next step for alliance and agency, and you know, your starting question is how can we work together, you know, to support autistic artists and work with them to help to facilitate and realize, because nobody does this alone. You just can't. So.
Thank you for contributing that. So Alex, this next question I'm going to bring to you. So the diagnostic manual that we use as clinicians, they're known as the DSM, characterizes autism spectrum disorder as individuals who have challenges in terms of reciprocal social communication or repertoire, restrictive, repetitive interests, etc. But putting the manual completely aside, I'd just like to have your own definition of autism, so, or Asperger's syndrome, or however you want to define it. When you hear that, like, what does that represent to you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I obviously the manual is made specifically for diagnosing it and for describing it to clinicians, and it's also used by, you know, other countries and by governments and policymakers in terms of just sort of understanding what it is, obviously. So you do need to have like a definition that everyone agrees upon. So obviously I don't disagree with that, but I think that like in terms of just like what it is, you know, I think we talk about, it's hard to say what it is, at least for me, and just say who the people are. You know what I mean? Like, I think that like, it's more of, well, what does an autistic person look like? And what do we do? And I think that, as you know, we were talking about in terms of storytelling, the only way to know who they are is to either know them and ask questions, or watch something that they've created, or read something that they've written. I don't think you can really know what it is without knowing the people.
Sure. Thank you. So we'll go back to you, Len, the same kind of question. So we work all the time with the diagnostic manual, but when you hear the word autism, what do you think of? What comes to mind?
I think it's interesting because I kind of agree with Alex on this. I mean, I think that we need a diagnostic category for a variety of reasons, including, you know, determination of services in the U.S. and things like that. But I don't really think of one thing when I think about autism. I think there's just so much variability, and I do think about it more in kind of the social dimension of it, so that for some people, maybe social situations are a bit challenging or they don't feel comfortable, all the way to people who are really kind of socially isolated because they lack means of communication. And so I guess I see it in those kinds of multidimensional social frameworks, but it's difficult for me to think of it as one thing. Again, and I agree with Alex, I think it has value for certain purposes, but I think it's a mistake to try and think of kind of the prototypical person on the autism spectrum, because I don't think there is a prototypical person, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Can I add one thing that I agree with you on, just real quick?
Sure.
I think that also is sort of, you see, a lot of times you see some of the pitfalls that people do make when they are trying to write about autistic characters, is that they do just read the list of the diagnostic list and then just apply all those symptoms to one person, and it's not real. That's not a person. It's a stereotype.
Right.
Thank you. So Patricia, you are in a world where actually we do need to use this manual, but you have a lot of experience though working within the community as well. And so how has that kind of, I'm going to switch the topic a little bit. How has your awareness about autism kind of shaped not only your professional world, but your kind of more broader worldview?
I think just having, it's funny because when someone says, you know, what is autism, or tell me something, I think of my friends who have autism. That's the first thing I think of. And I think of Jim, and I think of Joey, and I think of my friends who have autism, and try to kind of, it's funny, that's when you said that question, I thought, oh, I hadn't really thought about that. As we were listening, I think one of the things I very much appreciated having a few decades in this field is when the diagnostic criteria started to include the term spectrum.
Yes.
And I think that allowed that space and intelligibility to the greater community of that is a spectrum disorder. And that is a category, or that nomenclature allows us to further explain, maybe to the lay community, about that there's, you know, there's this diversity of individuals who carry this category that we use for a variety of reasons, right? Research, service designations, and we can agree or disagree whether those are proper, but they are true. So, you know, we use these categories, and our society really appreciates categorical placement for lots of reasons. But I think having been through, I don't know, 3-4 revisions of the DSM,
Yeah.
I think that, you know, I was saying I've earned my gray hair, right? So I appreciated that now that term spectrum is included in that category.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate that. So, all right. So coming back, how about we'll go back to you, Alex. So you have a unique perspective, obviously. So how has autism, both personally, but also in your experience of trying to communicate with other people, how does that shape your perspective, your worldview?
How does that shape my worldview? I mean, I guess it gives me a unique perspective because I come from a different place. I feel though that, we talk about neurodiversity and people are quick to say that, even in the panel today, those who have mentioned it, we're quick to sort of highlight the movement aspect. But I mean, neurodiversity is really three different things. I mean, first of all, it's a fact. I mean, people are neurodiverse.
Mm-hmm.
And that, and then second of all, I think it's a value system, that I think we need to value the diversity of differences. So I think the movement itself is the third, yet sometimes it's seen as the only thing when you say neurodiversity. I think that neurodiversity is sort of a societal value that we should all hold, right? Like, I don't think it's and I also think that the neurodiversity movement itself is not one person or one message. It's like people with sometimes various and sometimes opposing viewpoints. So you can't really sort of paint neurodiversity as just, oh, well, because I know there's like also a lot of negativity of some people that are, in advocacy and very, but anyway, my point is that I think that it's important for us to focus on those first tenets of what I see as neurodiversity, and to really think about how we as a society can do things that support those who are different and also embrace those differences, and then also can leverage their ability to contribute in a unique way to society.
Okay. Well, I know we don't have too much time left, but I want to get to at least one more question. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with you, Janet. What have you learned from the autism community that most people would actually be surprised to hear?
Wow. Oh, that's a hard question. I almost feel like, can you come back to me?
Sure, I'm happy to come back to you. Sure, I'm happy to come back to you. So go ahead and give a moment to think about it. So I'm going to come to you, Len, because you have the exposure both personally and professionally, knowing people, but also working as a clinician and a scientist. So what have you learned from the autism community that people would find surprising?
Well, I guess, so since we probably all can't pass on this question, Janet, so I think the thing that maybe surprised me was that probably community is the wrong word. I think it's multiple communities. There are so many different perspectives. You talk to parents, I think you get one perspective. If you talk to siblings, you get a different perspective. If you talk to a parent of someone who is nonverbal, you're probably going to get a different perspective than if you talk to a parent of someone who is quote unquote more mildly affected. And certainly if you talk to individuals with autism, you're going to get different views as well. But I think the thing that surprised me, and maybe just because of a little bit of naivete, was that there really is not a community. There's such a diverse set of perspectives. And I think maybe Alex said that, I think that's a good thing, right? I think it keeps us recognizing the diversity of all of us, and that these categories we impose for various reasons, but they don't really exist in that sense. And so I think for me, it's just kind of the multiplicity of communities was a bit of a surprise.
Thank you. Do you want me to come back to you, Janet?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that something that never ceases to surprise me is that you really don't know what's going on the inside according to what something looks like on the outside. That the complexity of autism is such that it's such a wide range of ways to be functioning neurologically. You just have no idea what the individual person is thinking, feeling, remembering, noticing. They might look like nothing, like my son, for example. I mean, he can just look like he's totally tuned out and he's completely there.
Yeah.
So just assume nothing. Assume nothing.
Thank you. Great response. Patricia.
Well, I would steal Janet's, but then everybody would know that I couldn't come up with my own because I just thought that was brilliant. I think for me, I am always amazed at, I love language and I love language development and communication and all of those things. And for me, when I get to interact and learn from my friends with autism and how really complex language and communication is. And sometimes I'll just pick apart my word and say, you said this. And I think, oh my gosh, you are exactly right. And I think that's, for me, I just am always amazed at individuals with the diagnostic criteria that have a social communication quote unquote disorder are able to interpret language and share with me like what you actually just sequence those words to mean is. And I just find that fascinating. I just find it just so curious that the people that we qualify as disordered in language are actually people who can interpret language at an incredibly amazing ability.
Very nice, thank you. All right, so Alex, I'm going to turn this to you. It's kind of an interesting question, but so being an individual within the community, what has surprised you? I'm very interested to hear that.
What has surprised me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, to be fair, like I've been dealing with this my whole adult life, and even as a kid, for a teenager, I've been working in this field. So I mean, at this point, nothing surprises me. And although, like, just I think the issue that we don't really think about is that there is we want to help kids who are on the spectrum, and that's one thing that's always been sort of, I've always felt like there's sort of this idea, oh well, the parents are against the people who are are at odds with the autistic individuals themselves, which is silly because the kids are not, obviously it's a kid, so you get like, it's like, obviously that's not what your kid is not, like kids are not the same as adults. So like if you think that your kid, oh yeah, well my kid's not like you, it's like, well yeah, because it's a kid. like I mean, like there's a reason kids are not like managing the treasury, right? I just like these are, so like, even though they have like, maybe they're like, compared to other kids they have more struggles, like it doesn't mean they're gonna like grow up and just be static. So I think it's just surprising to see how there's a disconnect there, like that people seem to think that that's like and obviously like I was once a kid, so I know what worked when I was a kid and what didn't, so like people should listen to that. And so I've been surprised at how little there is of not only parents listening to adults, but then also adults being willing to have a dialogue. And I mean, I think it's happening more in some ways and happening less in other ways, because you do see a lot of controversy amongst people saying, oh yeah, well, you're, and I don't think that people are opposed really in terms of what they actually want they just don't know how to, they just think that they need different things to get there, so.
Well said. Well, I just want to, for myself, really thank Nate for putting this together and also bringing those of us from many different perspectives. I'm a clinical scientist. We have artists, we have writers, we have service providers, we have the director of the Mind Institute. And so I think this was really an extremely valuable way to give voice to different aspects of autism and setting us up for a play, which is my understanding that we're going to hear yet other perspectives as well. So if those of you who are watching tuned in late, if you're curious, you have this wonderful panel before you. You can Google them and find out all about the amazing work that they've done and contributions that they have given to art and science, as well as the community. And so thank you so much for the invitation, Nate. We're grateful. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time to participate in this unique experience.
Yeah, thank you. You said everything that I was gonna say even better. So I really have nothing. Blythe, Alex, Len, Patricia, Janet, I so much appreciate the time you guys took to come out and do this. And I'm really looking forward to what you guys think about the play as well. So everybody, like Blythe said, if you've been watching, thank you. Please stick around. We're going to have a short intermission. I'm going to show a video from the Mind Institute to give you a bit more of an idea of the Institute itself. And then we're going to jump into the play through Andrew's eyes. Blythe brought it up, she was saying that if you want to look up the cast or the panel, Google it. But we actually It's just been posted on the Facebook page. There is a digital playbill that has everybody's bio, their link. If you click on their headshot, it'll take you to that the website that says more about them. You can do the same for the cast, and it's right there. It's pinned on the Facebook, maybe right next to the video that you're watching now. So if you want more on the panelists, if you want to reach out, please check out the playbill and learn more about all of them and the production itself. So I'll throw it over to this video, and thank you all so much. I'm looking forward to speaking later, okay?
No matter where we live, what language we speak, or whether we have a connection to autism or not, we recognize more acutely than ever before our need for social connection and for the support and security that come from being part of a community. That's what people with autism and their families want and are due as well. At the same time, however, the pandemic has increased the social isolation that many people with autism experience, deprived them of the support they need to learn and work, and for some with autism, the pandemic has created a foreign world that they cannot fully comprehend. So I urge my fellow citizens to do more than be aware today. I urge us all to ensure that we recognize the value, needs, and dignity of people with autism today as we struggle with the pandemic, but also when we return to post-pandemic life. People with autism are part of our community, and we need to do better by them. We at the Mind Institute are proud to work in partnership with people with autism and their families. Stay well.
Next is our wonderful play. I want to start out by introducing you to the cast. So first, we have Adam D. Bram playing Andrew. Hey, Adam. We have Daniel Boyle playing Person. We have Kaylin Juan Krager playing Sister. Benjamin Mono as Brother. Maggie Beaufil as Mother. The entire play was directed by Estefania Fadul and written by Oscar Cabrera. Hey, everybody. So this is our cast, and we will get started just in a moment.
Just one thing I wanted to point out was when I was watching the panel, I did come up with a thought that I think needs to be mentioned from what everyone was saying, is
Please.
that if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. Yep.
Thank you, Dan.
No problem.
Appreciate it. You ready?
Ready.
All right. So without further ado, let's jump into our play. Again, if you want to know more about the cast, the panelists, the production itself, that playbill is posted on the Facebook page, so please check it out. And without further ado, again, Through Andrew's Eyes by Oscar Cabrera.
Act 1, Scene 1. A sound of a plane in the distance. A pool of light appears. In it, Sister is shaving Andrew with a curious-looking person as his reflection. This person is imitating the plane. She begins to speak to Andrew, who desperately wants to see the plane that is crop dusting out in the fields behind the house.
I know, Andrew. Yeah, I hear her too, but you have to hold still. Do you want me to nick you with the razor? Then hold still in the mirror. Okay, we have to make sure we got everything. It has to be smooth. Okay, now tilt left. Show me eyes. Very good. Tilt right and show me eyes. Very good. Tilt up. Oh, how handsome. Look at you. Your very own mustache, like Daddy. See, look, Papa.
Andrew points to his mustache.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, now let's go watch the plane and eat breakfast. Be a big boy and wash up for me. Hurry up.
Sister exits. Something in the mirror keeps Andrew's attention.
Hello? Can you hear me? Your eyes, looking at me just now. What is it about your Andrew? That's your name? No. Andy? Papa. Boo Boo. I remember so many names. Can I tell you something? Can I? Is that okay? Looking at you right now in this moment with our eyes, me looking at you.
Andrew, quick!
Oh, wait. This space.
Hurry, Andy.
This thing.
Come see.
Lights up to a normal American family kitchen. There's a small window above the sink near the middle of the kitchen and a cord phone near the garage. There's a family dining table dead center.
What is that? Yeah, I see. It's a plane, huh? What is it doing? Watch. Here it goes. Oh, wow. Look it. Did you see how low it got? Yeah, and it's spraying. Yeah, it flew back up.
Andrew can't see the plane anymore. The kitchen phone rings.
No, Andrew, you watch it from there. You're not going outside. No, sir. Hello? Hey. Yeah, no, that's fine. Just here at the house. Andrew Blake Cabrera, you watch from there. Oh. No, it's fine. Yeah, he just loves the damn crop dusters. So, what did he say? Like, when you talk to him, what did he say? Is he going to be there? Like, do you think he thinks I'll be there? Oh my God. So you're still going, right? Like, I can still get a ride from you? No, I'm not going to miss this one. No, just stop by and pick me up. Yeah, so just, I don't know, like flash your lights or something.
Brother enters from garage carrying 2 armfuls of groceries.
Hey, yeah, I see you, Andrew. Yeah, yes, I know. Brother loves you. Yes, okay, Andy.
Where did you leave his bag?
Hey, there's more out in the car.
That's great. His bag, I need to check in before we all eat lunch.
Car.
Brother goes back out for more groceries. Andrew follows him out. Sister doesn't notice.
Ugh, I swear. Yeah, my brother. I cannot wait for him to go back. I'm telling you, he's been home one day and I could just about kill him. Then things would go back to normal. It's just a couple more days. Yeah, it was good. It was just us. Andrew, my mom, and my brother. It was all right. How was your Thanksgiving?
Andrew's outside.
Oh, come on.
Sister rushes outside. She returns, corralling Andrew back into the kitchen. She picks up the phone.
Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it too. I know. Cool.
Hey, sorry. Yeah, let me just talk to you later. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, Facebook. Just leave something online and I'll call you, or you could just call here. I'll get a new phone soon. Yeah. No worries. Okay, and let me know about tonight, okay? Like for sure, okay? Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Why did you get so much?
Wait, what do you mean?
We have so much left over.
Just because he's diabetic doesn't mean I have to suffer.
You're the worst.
Butternut squash soup? What the hell is that? Like, who even thought of that?
It's very vitamin rich.
All I know is I've been alive for 23 years and I have never seen or heard of butternut squash until now. I still don't know what it looks like. I just know it makes a horrible soup.
Be nice. Mom put a lot of time into looking up new recipes.
I need mayo on my potatoes. I need butter on my green beans. I'll hide it from Andrew, but I need it.
You are a horrible brother. You know that?
You love me.
I don't know why you're staying the whole weekend.
Because I'm not going to drive 8 hours across Texas just to go back the next day.
Ugh, I really hope you don't come back for Christmas.
Sticks and stones, sis.
You just let him walk right past you. Just let him go outside.
What could I do? My hands were kind of full.
I don't know, stop him?
Look, he's just gonna stand in front of the house and stare at the damn plane spray cotton in the distance. It's not gonna hurt anyone.
Yeah, and I'm sure a grown-ass man walking around people's yard trying to watch a plane fly is going to be a good enough reason for the cops.
Poor kid, can't do anything.
We need to feed him, but first I need his bag.
I already told you.
What?
I said I was out in the car.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said car.
Watch your voice around him.
Brother's just excited, Andy, because we're gonna eat soon.
Well, not till we've grabbed his pricker and needles from the bag that somebody forgot to take out of the car before he left again.
You are absolutely right. Let me go get that as well. And let me know if there's anything else. I mean, anything else that I can do for you.
Okay, thanks.
No, thank you.
Brother exits.
Okay, we're just gonna check your blood real quick, then we can eat, okay? I know you don't like the owie, but we use the owie to check your blood to see how much medicine you need. Andrew, can you be a big boy for me? Okay, let me see your hand. Come on, boo-boo, let me see your hand. No, I don't have the owie with me. See, no owie. I just want to see your hand. See, no owie, just my hands.
Brother enters with the bag. Sister takes the meter from the bag along with the pricker.
Thank you. Are you ready to eat?
What are we eating?
Leftovers and tea. Now let's use the owie so we can eat, okay? Just real quick, I promise.
Sister pricks his finger.
Okay, see, that wasn't so bad, was it? Yeah, you're a big boy. Yes, you are. Now let's check that blood. Oh, damn it.
Look, you want me to do it?
His hands are cold.
Yeah, I could do it real quick.
I got it. I just have to warm his hands. I'm sorry, boo-boo. I have to try again, okay?
Andrew withdraws his hand.
Hey, we can just check him after.
No, we can check him now. If it gets too high and we do it, he'll throw a fit. And why are you even in here? You're just going to make him anxious by being in here.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Andrew, just one more time, okay? I promise, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Whew. See, you're such a big boy, Andrew. You know that? I'm really proud of you.
All right, let's eat now. You hungry? I'm hungry. I could eat like 10 plates right now.
Sister tries to get a complete reading from the meter.
His hands are just really cold.
Okay, well, done. Ready to eat.
That wasn't enough.
Are you hungry, Andy?
A cabinet above the counter opens, exposing person inside.
Andy, is that you?
Just be careful.
What is that?
It's okay.
I don't like this, Andy.
It's okay. Food will be done in just a bit. Hey, no, I don't have it. Look, see? I just want to talk to you. It's okay. Hey, buddy, why are your hands so cold, huh? Can I see your hand, Papa? Let me see how cold they are. Hey, boo-boo, remember when we used to walk to school, huh? Hey, we would cross the streets. What would we do?
Andy.
What would we do?
Hold my hand.
I would hold your hand, huh?
Please, Andy.
And why would you want me to hold your hand?
The dog.
The cars, huh?
I know there's a dog running loose.
I know those loud cars.
It's loud. Grab my hand, please.
And remember on those cold days of school, I would warm up your hand. Do you remember what I would do?
Scare it away. Make it go.
I would eat your fingers. Nom, 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 nom.
It's near me.
Just like this to warm them up.
Please hold my hand.
Do you remember, Andrew?
Andrew gives his hand. They maintain eye contact as brother warms Andrew's hands and slowly reaches for the pricker.
Num 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 num.
Brother pricks. Person hides in a different cabinet above the sink.
Well, it's a little high. He can still have it all, a little over 120. So we'll give him 6 units to compensate for the bread. So we'll just have to check him again tonight. I'll give you I'll give him the shot if you clean up and warm our plates. Okay.
Okay. Insulin is on the top shelf in the back of the fridge.
What time is mom getting home?
She got off like almost an hour ago, but she should be home soon. She called and said she was going to run some errands. She has her other job tonight, so I'm sure she'll be home soon.
See, it wasn't that bad, huh, Boo Boo?
I don't like doing that to him.
Well, sometimes you have to.
It feels mean.
It's not mean. He barely felt it.
I should have gone slower, but the thought of hurting him,
It really doesn't matter.
You know, you haven't seen him in months.
Look, it's fine. He's fine.
You gonna be here for Christmas? Summer, maybe?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
It was hard enough to get you here for Thanksgiving. And all I'm saying is if you keep doing that, he's going to start hating you because that's all he's going to remember.
Well, at least it only took once my way.
Brother readies the shot.
No, let him do it. He does it now.
Andrew administers his own shot to his stomach.
Look at that. Such a big boy, Andrew.
You know, it's funny. He screams bloody murder for a little prick on the finger, but just like now, he'll do his own shots. He lifts his shirt and everything, like all by himself. Isn't that funny? Bloody murder for a little prick, but does his own shots.
It's the noise. He doesn't like the sound it makes. It's the noise that scares him.
The lights start to fade.
Andrew? Andy? Can you feel me? Because I think I just felt you. My hand reached out and touched something. My finger hurts. I didn't know it could hurt like that. I'd never felt like that before. Never. But can I tell you something? Huh? I kind of liked it. I didn't like the feeling. I don't like that feeling, but not at all. But the thought of that feeling, it feels like I'm being stretched from that moment until now. That's what it feels like. Like I'm getting bigger with every second. Can you feel me?
Lights out. Scene 2. Lights up to mother laying her head down on the kitchen table. Andrew walks in.
Babe?
Mom?
Oh, Andrew, you look just like...
Who?
What?
Mom, are you okay?
How?
What?
Where am I?
You're home.
Something is not right.
Calm down.
No, stay there.
What?
Stay there, don't look at me. Turn around.
Turn around where?
Let's look at the wall.
Okay. Now what?
I don't know. Oh, you look just like...
Mom?
I am sorry. Mijo, I don't know what came over me.
Oh, it's okay.
Did you need something?
No, I just wanted to talk.
Okay.
We can talk about anything.
Okay.
How was your day?
Good.
Okay, let's try this. Is there anything that you want to ask me? It's usually how conversations go. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Wait. If I could ask you anything?
Yeah?
There's something I've always wondered that I have always wanted to ask.
Okay, shoot.
What are you thinking? Like right now, in this moment, what are you thinking?
Football.
Nice.
Lights dim as Andrew leaves.
Andrew?
Lights up to brother standing in the doorway.
Mom?
Did you get Andrew, mijo? I forgot to tell him something.
Mom, it's like 3 a.m.
He just left to go to bed and I have a headache. Could you get him? He wanted to talk and I was just tired, but it seemed important. So could you get him for me?
Are you okay?
Just go get Andrew.
Mom, he's asleep. I'm not gonna wake him up.
He was just up.
Voice, calm.
Don't tell me to calm down. I know what I saw. He was in here.
Just listen to what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying. I mean, well, I'm tired.
You said you wanted to talk. Well, let's talk.
Mijo,
What do you want to talk about?
it's okay.
How was your day?
I fell asleep. What time is it?
It's like 3.
Oh God. I feel so silly.
I don't know.
Thinking, I seriously thought Andrew.
I know, Mom.
Ay. Mira, I brought home some rice from work. It's still warm. Eat. You know I worry about you.
But I'm not hungry. But I could always eat. Thanks, Mom.
Eat.
She watches him as he eats.
What?
You know, sitting there, you.
What?
Nothing. Food good?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Mom, sit down and eat some of this.
I'm not hungry.
I'm not gonna just eat with you staring at me. Come on, sit down and relax.
Okay, thank you, mijo.
So, what were you gonna tell Andrew?
Nothing. It was silly.
I know, but
You know, he always used to listen. I miss that.
Andrew,
No.
how was work?
You don't want to hear me talk.
Sure.
See?
No, I'm kidding.
Well, I don't want to tell you.
No?
No.
Okay.
It was really good.
Okay.
Okay. My mom's got into a fight with someone. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah. Becky needs to watch her mouth.
Who's Becky?
It wasn't my fault, too. Mijo, she got into my face.
Oh, shit.
I didn't do anything. Mijo, I held back.
Mama, I don't want to hear about you fighting with people.
Listen, just listen. So I seated a table in her area and they waited for like 10 minutes, like 15 minutes, mijo. And she was just back there talking to one of those cooks. I saw her. And so I went up to Rosa and I said, Rosa, I said, I sat that table down like 10 minutes ago and it was really 15, but I didn't say 15. I said, I set that table down and she hasn't even gone by to check on them. And that's all I said, mijo. That's it. And here comes Becky right up to me and Rosa and says, well, I was going to talk to them right now. I had to wash my hands before I was going to wait on them. And I don't need you telling Rosa that. I need to do my job. And she walked off. And I looked at Rosa and I said, Rosa, she was back there talking to those cooks and I saw her. And Rosa said, do you want me to fire her? She said, because no one here likes her. And if you want, I'll fire her. Can you believe that?
Nope.
I told her, no, don't fire her, mijo. I wasn't going to make her lose her job. I'm not ugly like that. But I'll pop her in the face the next time she talks to me like that. You don't mess with mama.
Nope.
No, so then the whole night, she just looked at me, giving me the dirtiest stares, and I gave them right back to her. And then at the end of the night, we close out the last big table, and she comes up to me, and she says she's sorry. And I tell her that I'm sorry too, but that she shouldn't try to get in my face like that. I said, I'm sorry, but when people get in my face, I just get really mad. That's what I told her. And then she left. She left, mijo. She just left. And Rosa came up to me and she said, you sure you don't want me to fire her? We laughed. Oh, baby, nobody likes her there. She fights with everyone. But everyone likes me. They love your mama.
Yeah, I do.
I I've missed you, mijo. I'm so glad you're home. Even if I have to work the whole time you're here, I'm just glad you are home.
Me too, Mom.
Oh, it really is. I'm glad you came back.
Me too.
Baby, what's the matter?
Nothing.
What? You don't like me talking this much?
No, I like you talking.
Well, tell me, baby, what's bothering you?
Nothing. I'm just restless.
Oh, baby, it was so nice having you here for the holiday, family all together. Did you have fun?
Huh?
Baby, what's the matter? Are you mad at Mom?
I'm just sitting up, Mom. That's all.
Mijo.
Let me ask you something. I've been thinking a lot about.
What?
So Andrew turns 23 in a couple of months. That's the age cap for special kids like him. He won't be able to go to school anymore. When they kick him out of school, where is he going to go?
I'm not going to kick him out of school.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
We will figure it out. And there's no we. This is me.
Look,
Mama.
I feel so. I just, like, I just worry.
About what?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You're too young to worry.
I worry. I worry about you guys. That's all. You know that.
You don't have to worry about us. We're fine. Really, we are fine. You're the one we worry about. So far from home, away from us, we worry that you're eating. We worry that you're sleeping. We worry that you're meeting nice girls. We worry too. That's life. You worry.
No, it's not. You're not supposed to. It feels stupid to say that.
Baby, it's just a part of life. You'll learn.
I hate it.
Mijo.
I hate coming here to deal with it.
Deal with what?
That's not what I meant to say.
With your brother?
No, Mom.
Your sister? With me?
Mom, no. I don't jump on me like that.
Well, then don't say mean things like that.
Mom.
Because that's exactly the kind of thing I want to come home to after working all day.
Listen.
Especially to a son that I rarely get to see.
It's not about me hating coming home. I can't help it. I haven't been home. Today, Andrew looked at me. He gave me this pitiful look. Not like he was mad at me. Not like he was sad. Just this look. And it burned into me. I've seen that look before a lot. It's not fair. Him having to need insulin or he'll go into a coma. You working 2 jobs most days out of the week to pay for a house both you and Dad could barely afford. It's not fair.
Mijo, Mama is okay. You don't think I know? I know not
But
fair.
I hate being reminded. That's why I hate coming home. I don't hate this house or my family. I hate how I feel because I want something better than this. I hate having these feelings because there's no way to let them go. And it hurts. It hurts the same amount for the little things like Andrew looking at me.
I don't know what to tell you. Things are the way they are, and you can't run from them.
I'm not running. I'm just saying we don't have to go through them. There's a way. There's got to be a way.
Baby, we've done everything we can. Andrew is just waiting on a list.
That's stupid.
Once he gets in, then we'll get help to take care of him.
How much longer will we have to wait?
Let's stop. I don't want to talk about this.
There's other options.
Not going into a home.
I'm not saying a home, Mom.
He's staying in this home.
I know.
This is his home.
No, that's not what I meant. Look, I know things would be different if Dad were still here, but we have to.
We don't want to talk about Dad. We are not talking about your father.
Mom.
I am trying my best.
I know, Mom. I'm trying like you. I've been reading a lot. I know we're just waiting for the slot for Andrew, waiting for this HCS thing, and when we get it, we'll be okay. I know, but there's just gotta be more for us than just to wait.
Maybe it's late.
But all this, Mom, I just wanted to show you that I've been waiting too, that even though I've been gone, I've been waiting. I haven't forgotten about you guys.
Baby, I know.
I found so many programs and facilities, autism awareness classes, how to deal with their fits. And most importantly, I found people that understand and that can support. There are tons of places in other states. I know we try to find assistance here in Texas, and we have been put on a list. And I know we have been on it for 1.5 years, but come on.
Calm down, okay? It's okay.
Texas is shit about care for people like Andrew. It's complete shit. We've been waiting for 1.5 years. We're alone here. We're isolated. Like, I wasn't saying put him in a home. I never say that. I'm saying we could stop worrying.
Baby, it's late.
Did you hear anything I just said?
This is your home. This is our vacation. All of us here are a family again. I want you to come here and feel like this is your home.
Mom, this is a serious problem.
It's okay, baby.
I don't see how you can just act like everything is fine. I'm worried. You should be worried.
No one knows.
Just wanted to help and let you know that I could, and
Sister and Andrew enter.
I have to work in the morning. I'm going to bed. Get some sleep.
Mother sees Andrew.
Andy, yes, Mama's home. What are you doing up? It's so late.
He's up because of the rain.
Oh, did you miss Mama? Yeah.
He did some paintings earlier. Tell Mama, Boo Boo. Say, I painted some flowers and a dog. You should show Mama.
Wow, that's so good. You should show me those. You want to show me them?
They're in his room near his dresser.
Show Mama them, Andy.
She kisses sister's forehead.
Get some sleep. Love you.
Love you too.
Mom exits with Andrew leading. Sister leaves a purse and a jacket by the living room door as she enters.
What?
So what was that? No fighting, huh?
Just talking.
Well, your talking woke up Andrew and me.
Where are you going?
Out.
I thought my talking woke you up.
It did, but it's the weekend and I was kind of already up. You're not going to tell Mom, right?
Tell Mom? That's funny. What's wrong with her?
Nothing is wrong with her.
Hmm.
It's hard on her. Dad was here and then he wasn't. And you left for school.
That's not the same thing.
One day you both weren't here. I'm just saying.
What the?
Then be nice. Don't hurt her. And that means no fighting. That means no talking about Dad with her. She doesn't want to talk about him anymore.
What?
She gave away all of his clothes last month.
Why?
I didn't ask. I just woke up for school and there were boxes stacked in the living room.
All of his clothes?
Oh, stop it. They were just clothes.
But they were his.
Look, this is just what she needs right now.
I don't want to forget him.
We're not.
Okay, fine. What happened with the hospital bills?
Why do you need to know?
Because it's a lot of money. Because I can help out.
Dad's money?
Yes, my money.
The money we should use for tuition? Use for
Yeah.
school?
Dad's life insurance money.
Look,
Yes.
I'm going to be blunt. Mom is taking this holiday pretty rough. Let's just make it as nice as we can for her because that's what she needs. Just be there, okay? And no fights.
I'm coming back after this semester.
You drop out of college.
I'd hold off.
That is the stupidest thing you could do. Well, why would you do that?
I didn't know about the hospital.
We're not giving anything to that shitty hospital. And what are they going to do?
Andrew won't be able to stay in school after this year. Who's going to stay home with him? You're going to drop out of high school?
I doubt we'll have to wait more than 2 years for the HCS slot. Get real. I mean, any day now.
So you're just going to wait too.
Well, there's nothing else to do but wait.
You have to help me. You have to help me talk with Mom.
Look, I really don't want to get into this.
But you really want to keep sneaking around at night because that's the only time you're free?
That's when people go out, stupid.
I'm just saying.
So what do I get out of it?
What do you want?
Dad's car. And you are going to teach me how to drive.
Am I now?
And your smartphone for the weekend.
Don't you have a phone?
A dumb one.
Another bill.
We'll get caught up.
So deal.
I don't want you to be like mom and dad. No degrees. Dad stopped to take care of you before Andrew was born. You want that?
I can still take some classes here.
Oh, you are an idiot.
I can help until we get it. Dad would want me to help.
Phone.
Here.
You got a deal. Now get some sleep, mijo.
She kisses his forehead.
Thanks, Mother.
As she leaves the garage, she flips the switch. Lights out. Scene 3. Lights up. Andrew is sitting at the kitchen table eating a bowl of cereal and has earphones on his head. Person sticks his head out from under the fridge.
Hey, Andrew, Andy, your shoe's untied. Andrew, oh, yeah, okay. Aren't you gonna tie it? Well, aren't you? I know how to tie shoes. I know, I actually know how. There's a lot of ways.
Person inches under the table. He begins to tie Andrew's shoes.
Let's see, little bunny frou frou hopping through the forest. See, all done. Easy. Do you want me to show you? Because I will. It's easy, really easy. Let me show you.
He unties them.
See, I did the bunny ears. Do you remember? One bunny ear, two bunny ears. Around they go, through the hole, and tied. And there's the loop. You take this loop and get it wrapped with this lace and through. Woohoo! Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh wow, I think I can tie it faster. I let the lace drape over this thumb and mirror it for the other thumb. I can put them together and pull the opposite loop through. Woohoo!
Mother and sister enter as Andrew looks under the table. As she speaks, Person stops and meets Andrew's eyes. The house starts to shake.
All right, guys. I'll try and see you at lunch. What are you listening to, Papa? Here, let me listen.
She puts her ear near the headphones without removing them off Andrew as the house starts to crack and break apart.
Boo-boo, you have to hit play.
She pushes play. Music plays from Andrew's headphones. The house comes back together.
Turn around every now and then, feel a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Turn around every now and then, I get a little more tired. Listen to the sound of my tears.
Person falls asleep.
Make sure he takes his pills before he finishes the cereal so his stomach doesn't hurt, and check the date on his insulin. Use the old one first.
I know, Mom.
And make sure that your brother gets up at a decent time. I don't like how he sleeps in so late. It doesn't matter how many days he has left of his break. I can get up early, so can he.
I will, Mom. I'm about to start the laundry now. Then I'll wake him up.
Make sure that your brother goes to pick up Andrew's prescriptions from the store. I don't want any more dings on any of the cars.
Oh my God. One time, Mom.
I'm just saying.
Are you really going to drill me over one time? Plenty of people hit the guard in front of the pumps. That's why the guards are there.
I'm just saying cars are expensive.
Like, people from the beginning of time ran into pumps, and one day they thought, wow, we should put concrete guards in front of these so people hit those instead of igniting their cars with a busted pump.
Once we get all set up, I promise you will get a car and then a job.
This is my job.
All right, baby. I have to go. Mommy will see you tonight, Andrew.
Mother exits to the garage.
You finish eating and I'll be right back, boo-boo.
Baby.
Did you forget something, Mom? What is it? I'll get it for you so you won't be late.
No, sweetie. I just wanted to ask you something.
Yeah? What?
What did you do last night?
What do you mean?
Well, After I got Andrew all settled in, I went straight to bed. I didn't talk to you about your day.
Mom, go to work. You're going to be late.
I'm curious. What did you do yesterday?
Well, I woke up and gave Andrew a shower around 7 after shaving him. Kept his mustache. I was going to give him a haircut, but it was already too late. So I'll get to that today. It's getting kind of long for him. And I don't know. Last night I put Andrew in his pajamas and I put him to bed, and then I put on a movie in my room and fell asleep.
Cut his mustache. I don't like it.
He loves it.
I don't care. Shave it off. He doesn't need a mustache.
But it looks so cute.
Doesn't need it, and that's fine though.
Okay, I will.
Sorry, he just doesn't look good with it. I don't like it.
Mom, don't worry. I will. I'll take care of him.
Okay, baby. Oh, baby.
Mom, what's the matter?
Sweetie, here, I'm gonna give you $20 for the movies or whatever.
Oh, well, what movie do you think he wants to see? You want to go see a movie, boo-boo?
No, not for Andrew. Your brother is home. I want you to go. Take whoever.
Oh, no, that's okay. I don't need it. I don't care for any of the movies out right now. But I'll still take it. I'll take it. You're going to be late.
I know. Mommy loves you, Andrew.
She exits.
Weird. You just keep eating. I'll be right back.
Person tightens his grip as he breathes heavy.
Andrew? Was that you? Did you just sigh at your cereal? You're silly, boo-boo.
Sister exits.
It's scary at times. Sounds. When we look at each other's eyes, they pinch and push and shake. They rest on the tips of my fingers. They creep through the holes of my skin. They breathe in the hollows of my head. And even though they're scary, even though it feels like the very ground will crack under me, there's comfort. It's better than feeling nothing. That pain, it's a gift. And they're beautiful for it. They remind me that I have these things. Fingers and skin.
Brother enters, trailed closely by sister.
Here, I just know how you are after you wake up. You're going to forget something.
I'm not going to forget anything.
Here's a list. I wrote it down for you, and I know you'll forget, and then you'll call me. So just don't call me and read the list.
I like it. I like this beauty.
Look, it's not hard. Movies, popcorn, some Cokes.
It hurts.
No, kid movies.
It's better.
Butterfree popcorn, Diet Cokes.
Than not feeling at all.
I know.
It proves I exist.
Good.
Because I feel.
Take your stupid list.
After I've been hurt.
Use it.
Sister exits.
Thanks, Mother.
Brother exits.
Sometimes when I close my eyes, I see you looking back at me. Still, our eyes touching. I like it. I don't think I've ever seen myself. If I ever did, I'd imagine that's what I would look like. Our eyes, Andrew. Andy, can I tell you something? I think we're the same. I feel we are the same. I am you. You are me. We are Andrew. Isn't that nice?
Brother enters from the garage and strides noisily straight across to the living room.
I didn't.
I told you. What did you forget?
That sound.
I don't need your damn list.
Andy, that voice. I know that voice.
I'm sorry, boo-boo. I know it's early. Brother didn't mean to yell.
He held my hand. It scared that dog.
Look, I'm sorry about using the owie on you like that.
I remember.
It's just there wasn't...
I am you.
You don't even...
You are me.
Okay, then.
We have a brother.
Brother loves you, Andrew.
Loves?
Brother will be right back.
I can hear him. That's our brother. I remember. We have a brother.
Sis, I'm leaving now.
Where's he going? Stop him. Don't let him leave.
Taking your stupid list, Happy?
Oh, Andy, I want to hear him more. Let me hear him more. Oh, please. This isn't fair. He loves Andrew. He loves. That's us. Please, I can love him. Let me tell him, please.
Person shakes the very foundation of his world. Andrew stands. Brother looks to Andrew.
I can see.
Andy? Are you okay?
Brother walks to Andrew. Andrew reaches for brother's hand and puts it near his mouth.
Nom, nom, nom.
Lights out. Scene 4. Lights dimly light the stage. A national weather alert goes off for North Panhandle counties from a small radio on the kitchen counter. Andrew enters, digging his fingers into his ears to stop any sound as he hovers near the entrance of the living room. It is loud. Lights come up as brother rushes in to turn it off. He has to eventually unplug it.
It's off, Papa. You can come back in here. Andy? It's okay. It's not going to go off anymore. See? Look. It's not on, Andrew. No, you stay in here where I can see you. You hear me? Come sit down. Just a little bit longer, Andrew. Sissy will be back with the sleepy time medicine for the storm. Yes, I know, the storm. That way you can go night-night. Hey, let's just call her and find out why she's taking so long. So she can come back in here. So just come back in here where I can see you.
Brother looks out the window, closes the window curtains, and goes to the phone to dial his cell phone.
The hell is my number? Andrew, sit. Be a big boy and sit.
Person emerges.
Andrew? Andy? I never realized how... what's the word? I just had it. It's so funny. I just had the word. Oh, cold. Yeah, that's right. Your fingers, they're cold. I never realized how cold your fingers were until now. Isn't that weird? Your fingers are cold. And I just never knew. Now I know. I feel when they're cold, and I feel when they're warm. And cold, warm, they're the same. They're not the same. They're opposite. Far from our mouth, cold. But near your mouth, they're warm. And if you stretch as far out as you can, cold. Still, but here's the part. It's strange. If you put them in your mouth, they're warm. But when you take them out, they're cold. But here's the real part. It's not just cold. It's cold. They get more cold, but they never get more warm. Isn't that weird? You would think, that would, like, where's the warm? And you know what? Guess what I would choose? If I had the choice of warm, cold, or cold, guess what I would choose? Guess, Andrew. Come on, guess.
Brother removes Andrew's fingers from his mouth.
Stop, okay? Just stop. Stop being silly. Look, I know you're hungry, boo-boo, but that's not how you sign it, silly. It's like this. Food, like this. Not inside your mouth, like this.
I'll tell you, I would choose cold.
Yeah, don't
Isn't
put your
that
fingers in
weird?
your mouth, silly.
I
You
don't
know
like
better. You of
cold.
all
I
people
like
should know the sign for
warm.
food.
But I can't have warm without cold.
Andrew puts his fingers back in his mouth.
Andrew, out.
I
Andy,
can't have warm
fingers
without cold.
out now.
I can't have
Listening to
warm
me?
without cold. I can't have warm without cold.
Andrew, Andy,
Cold.
Andy,
Cold.
Andy, stop now.
Brother
Cold.
grabs and holds Andrew's hand. Both Andrew and Person bring their hands from their mouths down to the table as a fist.
It's okay. See, look at brother. See, it's okay. I know you're hungry, boo boo. I know. Andrew, you know what? Where's Sissy? Do you see Sissy, Andy? Where is she? Oh, that's right. She went to get snacks, huh? You want snacks? Brother's gonna fix you something right now, but it better not spoil your lunch or the snacks when she gets here. Can you be a big boy for me, huh? Just wait a while. I make something for you, huh? Okay. Brother's just gonna fix you something just for you, real quick. Just be patient.
You be Andrew. And I'll be Andy. I like that. I like that name. I'll remember it too. I won't forget. Not any of it. How could I have forgotten that? Huh?
Andrew bangs on the table once.
Andy, can I tell you something? Has this ever happened before? Has this ever happened to me before?
Andrew bangs on the table.
Are you ever actually going to talk to me?
Andrew bangs on the table.
Andrew. Andy. Andrew, I'm not gonna make your food. Stop. Andrew.
Brother bangs on the table.
I can do this too. Look, see? Oh, God damn it.
Person hides under the table. Brother walks away. Brother hurt his hand. He looks at Andrew's hand.
Yep, my hand hurts, Andy. Does your hand hurt? It's okay. My hand is fine, you see? Yeah, it's just a little owie. Yeah, a little owie. I'm okay. Are you okay? Yeah? Go sit down and brother will make your sandwich, okay? Go ahead. Yes, I'm fine. Go ahead.
Sister enters. Andrew goes up to her, signing sorry.
Hey, boo-boo. Yes, I know. You're sorry. I know. Why is he sorry?
He's telling on me.
What did brother do?
Andrew goes back to brother, signing sorry.
Okay, I know. Yes. Living room? Yeah, brother's gonna make your sandwich. Yes. Now go.
Don't make him a sandwich. I bought chicken.
Why did you buy chicken? We still have stuff left over.
Calm
we still have
down.
some stuff
I'm
left
not going to
over.
eat the same thing over and over. He's driving me crazy.
I don't know how long you'd be. I didn't know how long you'd be, and he was getting testy. I just said sandwich. He's gonna expect a sandwich.
Chicken sandwich, I guess it is then.
He's just started getting like this after you left.
I know how he gets.
He got emotional, like crying for no reason, and he just seems agitated now. The weather thing went off.
Let me see your hand. Oh, poor baby.
Shut up.
Does it hurt? What happened?
The table.
Ooh, harder than the wall, huh? Here, I've got something for you.
She pulls a frozen bag of peas out of the sack. Brother uses them on his hand.
What all did you get?
Snacks, mostly.
You got the popcorn I hate.
Good.
In which bag is his meds?
That one might still be in the car. They upped his dosage.
By how much?
His antidepressants are at 300 milligrams and his blood pressure ones are at 100 milligrams.
Has he been getting agitated lately?
No, They just upped it. You know, it's kind of funny.
What?
With all the help we can't get, the one thing that they're quick to give us is more medicine.
Car all the way in the garage?
No. Can you move it in?
What's the point of you driving it then?
I don't want to move it into the garage. That part still freaks me out.
All right, if you give Andrew the sleep aid, and I'll do the rest.
Okay.
A cell phone goes off inside Sister's purse.
Do you know do you know this number?
Give it.
He sticks it in his pants.
Who could be calling you?
Give it.
Stop. Ouch. My hand. Andrew's right in there. You want him to get upset? He's going to throw a fit.
The phone stops ringing.
So were you waiting for that call?
You're such an asshole.
You hurt my hand more.
Good.
It rings again.
Hello? Speaking. Who? From where? Oh, last night. I did? Well, this is her brother. Oh, you wanted to speak to her. Yeah. No problemo.
Hey. Yeah. Sorry about that. You're such a kidder. No, I am so glad you called. I was just busy and he got to the phone before me.
My phone?
What did you want to talk to me about?
I'm pretty curious myself.
Yeah, I had fun. It was cool hanging out with all of them. Oh, tonight I was just chilling at home, but later on, I don't know.
It's supposed to storm.
Yeah. Oh, well, that sounds so cool. Oh, no, that's a great idea, really. Yeah, honestly, that's my favorite part. I love how it smells after it rains. Who all is going? Huh. Oh, like just, yeah, no, that's fine. I would love to. Okay, sure. Yeah, just let me know. Okay, thanks for calling. I mean, yeah. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.
Who was that?
Oh, a really cute guy that kind of just asked me what I was doing tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna like storm.
Not the whole night. And that is not the point.
Okay.
He asked me out, like on a date tonight.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is my first one. I'm excited. Be excited.
Yay, I'm excited.
Oh no. Oh, okay. You have to promise me something. Promise me you'll help.
You need to calm down.
Promise.
I promise.
And you won't get mad?
What did you do?
Okay. The car's outside in the driveway and you have to put it in the garage because I can't. And I don't want to drive that car anymore. I don't even want to touch it. Just that's Dad's car and I just don't. Like, what if something were to happen? Like big. Like, what if I wreck it? I scratched it pulling it out of the garage, and I'm sorry, I scratched it. I didn't mean to. You know that, but I did. And I didn't know what to do, so I just drove it to the store and came back. And Andrew was all over you, and you didn't want him to have a fit with you in the store, and I had to drive.
Okay, I get it.
But now, what if I get grounded and Mom can't find out? I won't go on any dates. I'll just stay single with no boyfriend, even though all my other friends have boyfriends and are like trying to mash me up with people. The one boy I like, the one boy actually calls me and wants to go on a date with me. And I was so worried because I didn't have a phone till you gave me this one. And maybe he liked me or maybe he didn't, but I was so worried that he would like ask me for my number and then I'd have to make something up about cell radiation or something. And I've been looking up excuses and that would be the best so far. But he wants to see me like tonight just to hang out. And That's code for be my girlfriend.
And you want me to cover for you.
Yes,
So who scratched Dad's car then?
you.
Ugh.
You get to leave and go off and not deal with this. Like, Mom would be mad at you. You, please.
I scratched the car then.
Oh, you have no idea how much this means to me.
Actually, I do. I understand.
Come here.
What?
Come over here.
Why?
Just come here.
No.
I just want you to give me a hug.
Are you serious?
Give me a hug, stupid.
Brother hugs sister.
Oh, your hands are cold.
The ice.
Thunder growls in the distance.
Oof, that's pretty close.
You already give Andrew the sleep aid?
Yeah, he'll pass out soon. The storm won't bother him.
Okay. You get him so he can eat, and I'll pull the car in the garage.
Brother exits to the garage. Sister exits to the living room. Person rises from under the table.
You don't have to answer. You don't have to talk. I know you're there, Andrew. You are me, and I am you. We are Andrew. Took me a while, but I remember. And you forgot too. I am you, and you forget like I forget. What did you forget? When you looked at me, something happened for you, didn't it? Something that you forgot. What are you trying to remember? Maybe you've been talking all along.
Andrew bursts in from the living room. He's holding his ears and does not want to be touched. Sister stands at the door with earmuffs in her hands.
Andy, you're okay. I'm not going to touch you. I just want to give you something for your ears so you won't hurt yourself. Look, I bet they're soft. Oh, they are really soft.
I've just been listening wrong.
See? Look, I have them on. Oof, they are so comfortable. So much better than fingers.
Thunder cracks. Brother rushes in, still holding his ice bag.
Hey, Andy. Hey, it's brother.
Don't touch him. Don't get near him.
I'll listen harder.
Just get out of here. There's too many of us in here with him.
Try to listen for what you're telling me.
Look at brother.
Get out of the room.
And watch him hurt himself?
What are you telling me?
Andy.
I know you're talking.
Andrew pops brother's chest with the bottom of his palm.
It's okay. That's okay, Andy. Andrew, it's okay. That's okay.
Be careful.
Just close my eyes.
I think he's calming down. Grab his bag.
Andrew and Person look in the same direction. Person's eyes are still closed.
Andy, where did we go? Everyone is so quiet.
Andrew, you are okay.
Look at all these people and colorful grass.
Andy, hey, it's brother.
There's brother.
His hands are so cold.
His sister.
Yeah, poor circulation. God damn it, I bet it's his sugar level.
There's mother.
We just give him insulin. I don't want to prick him, set him off more.
And who's that, Andrew? Andy, who's that sleeping?
I checked him. I checked him 2 hours ago.
Is that you?
Boo Boo?
Is that
Papa?
Andy?
We could just guess.
Who is that sleeping?
We can't risk giving him too much.
Who is that? It looks like you. Is that?
Papa, I'm gonna touch your hand, okay?
I just feel...
I'm gonna warm up your hands.
Brother grabs Andrew with his iced hand.
Cold hands.
Lights out. Lightning seems to run along the wall of the stage through the window, forming a cross. Time stops for everyone except Person and Andrew as the house breaks apart again. Person opens his eyes.
I remember. I can't believe I forgot. Dad's face. He looks just like you. That's why. It was right in front of me. Every time I close my eyes. Oh, Andy, he's beautiful. Look at him sleep. Always sleeping. I remember we'd sleep like him. Oh, I remember. That's so funny. Bobby, you'd say, you better let me sleep. He'd act like he's gonna get up and chase us, remember? But he never would. He wasn't gonna get up. We knew that. We'd get as close as we could and he would scare us, but he would lie back down. Eventually we would all sleep. Cold hands, just like us. Why did I forget that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I forgot. He's gonna scare us, huh? He is, isn't he? He's waiting, huh? Just waiting for us to get a little closer. It's a game, right? Andrew? Andy, he's gonna wake. He's gonna wake up and chase us, isn't he? Get ready. We're gonna run. 3, 2, 1.
Lightning lights the stage. Time is still frozen. Thunder growls. Brother and sister begin to whisper sayings of condolences from another time, frozen in place.
So cold. His hands. We need to warm his hands, that's all. Just warm them. What's wrong with them? Why are they so cold? Andrew, why, huh? They're so cold. Why? He doesn't know we're here.
Do you think he understands?
We should get closer.
Andrew, not here.
His hands. I want to feel his hands.
Dad had a way with him.
They're cold. Like ours, right?
You're embarrassing us.
They were so close.
Not here, goddammit.
We're just like him, right?
I never realized until now.
I swear to God.
Oh, I don't think he's playing the game. Are we gonna see him again? I want to. I don't care how much it hurts. I don't care how hard it is. I don't even care if it rips me apart. It's worth it. Just for the chance that he'll wake up and chase us. One more game. Roar!
Andrew smiles. Lightning. Person smiles. Thunder growls. Lights out. Scene 5. Lights come up. Andrew is sitting in the corner with his fingers in his ears. His lip is bleeding. Sister comes in. Her lip is bleeding. She goes straight to the house phone. She calls her brother's cell phone. Her back pocket rings.
Shit.
She hangs up the wall phone. The cell phone stops ringing as she walks to the kitchen table. She sits and looks to Andrew, who is still sitting in the corner with his fingers in his ears. There's a moment of not knowing what to say.
You're 6 years older than me. Do you know that? When I was born, you were walking. And when I first smiled, you were laughing. When I recognized my own name, you were still in diapers. And when I started speaking, you still hadn't. When I started drawing, you cried because of the vacuum. And when I started asking questions, I realized you were 6 years older than me.
So?
I grew up and you stayed the same.
So?
It was fun at first. I always had someone to play with.
Do you view me differently?
You feel the same, but look different.
I'm not, though. I've always been this. You're the one that's changed. That's the problem.
I can't stop growing up.
No, but that is the problem. I'm not the victim here. You're bleeding.
Andrew grabs a paper towel to clean blood from sister's face.
You want to know something? Before Dad, we thought Mom was getting sick, remember? She was so stressed out and her arm was hurting, remember? We thought something was going to happen to her. Me and Dad, we started talking about what we would do if something did. And you know what he told me? It makes so much sense. They chose to have me for you. Isn't that neat?
Better?
They didn't think they should try to have another kid because of how you turned out. But after a while, they chose to have me so you wouldn't be alone in the end.
Better?
So you see, this is what I'm supposed to do. Dad told me to help out. That's why I'm here.
Better?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
For what? Growing up?
Yeah,
Don't be. Be sorry for not listening.
but I am.
Shh.
I am, though. I don't know what to look for.
Listen.
Andrew coaxes sister to rest her head. She sleeps. He sits at the table.
Hey,
What?
wake up.
With a flick, sister bolts up. Sister sits in this moment for a bit. Andrew still has a bloody lip.
Andrew?
Mija.
Mother enters.
Andrew.
Mija.
Mom. Thank God.
Mija, what's happening? Where's your brother?
I should have done something. He tried to stop him. Andrew wouldn't hurt me, Mom.
Calm down.
He wouldn't hurt me. He was just scared. He was hurting himself.
Mija.
But he still tried to hold him for me, and I wouldn't move. And Andrew was kicking, and he just took it, and we could have left him alone, just left him in the room, but he didn't want Andrew hurting himself, so he just took it to calm him. And I should have helped, but what could I do?
What happened?
Andrew had a bloody lip, and I don't think he hit Andrew, Mom. I don't think he did it. And I don't know. They were just moving, and I tried to tell him that, but he just kept going on and on that he did it, and he wouldn't let me touch him, and he left like an idiot out in the rain. And what was I gonna do? He was gonna come back, right?
Maybe.
I know he's gonna call. I have his phone, but I know he's gonna call.
Okay. Don't worry. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go look for him.
He didn't mean to. And he was crying, Mom. Andrew was. He didn't mean to.
Everything is going to be fine. I'm going to find him.
I'm so sorry, Mom.
I am going to find him.
The house phone rings.
Hello? Thank God. Where are you? Mom, he's on the phone. Where are you? Are you all right? Yeah, he's fine. Why didn't you call sooner? Oh, you had me so worried. Okay, Mom is gonna come get you, okay? Yeah, she just got home.
That's him.
She left work because of the storm. No, she's not mad. She just, yeah. No, don't worry. Okay. Do you want to talk to her?
Baby. Oh, baby, you're not hurt? Okay, well, just come home. I'm home, so just come home. I can come get you. All right, all right. All right, are you sure? Baby, all right, we'll be here. All right.
She hangs up.
He was at his friend's. He made it to his friends.
Yeah, they're bringing him over.
I guess he just walked and walked. It's not that far though.
He's fine. He said he wasn't hurt, so everything's fine. I'm gonna close the garage door. Oh, did you know the green car was scratched along the side?
Yeah,
Did you or your brother do it?
I did.
Baby, what did I tell you about driving that car?
Mom?
Was it another car?
No.
So no one else was involved?
Yes.
Yes, no one was involved?
Yes.
Okay. How did it happen?
I was pulling out of the garage.
Out of the garage?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, mija. We have to be careful. Those are the only two vehicles we have.
Mom.
Why didn't your brother drive?
I'm sorry.
Come on, Papa. Time to go to bed.
Mom.
Yes, boo-boo. Bedtime. Yes, go. Yes. Mama will be right behind you. Go, go.
Mom.
Yes, mija.
I'll fix the green car.
I'm not mad.
I will. It's only a scratch.
Not a problem.
I promise I can drive. It's just something stupid, and I didn't check as I was pulling out. I promise I can.
Okay.
I just want you to know I can do it because I can.
I know you can.
Tonight was pretty rough, though.
I know. I'm going to put Andrew to bed.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I'm right here. Sometimes I feel like I'm not. I want you to see me.
I do. I do see you. I see that you are such a strong, beautiful young woman.
I don't want to be that. I'm not. I mean, I am because I have to be, but I'm not. I'm not like you. And I don't think I can do this anymore.
Soon you won't have to. Just a little bit longer.
And things will go back to normal?
Yes.
They were never normal. You mean before Dad passed and Andrew had to be monitored every waking second? I mean, what exactly are we waiting for? Normal was watching Andrew. Normal was making sure we were home before his bus came, that we were making food and keeping the house up. Normal was thousands of little worries, just like now.
I'm trying my best. I know things are hard. We are going to look back on this. I know it.
I think we need help. And I don't know if I can hold out. It's like we're holding on to something that isn't even there anymore.
You just have to wait.
A boy called me today, Mom. He wanted to take me out on a date after it rained. And I normally don't care. I mean, why would I? But he wanted to go and do something with just me out in the smell of the rain. And that would have been my first date. And well, I don't think I would have been able to go anyways, but that would have been normal.
I'm sorry. I can make it up to you.
I'm not trying to guilt you. I just want you to think about all the little things that we're sacrificing just for a shot at being normal. Normal isn't even normal. I've been watching you and I worry. You hid Dad's photos. You packed up his clothes. You gave his car away. It's like you're getting rid of him.
Your brother needed a car for college.
Well, that's not the point.
I don't want to talk about this. We're not talking about this.
I think we need to, because I don't think I can keep this up.
You're fine. We just have to keep going.
You keep telling yourself that, but it's not true.
Mija, what do you want me to do?
Just don't leave right now.
I'm just going to go check on Andrew.
No, you're leaving. I want you to stay. I want you to hear more. This isn't fair, and I need you too. It's always Andrew, and I understand. But if you can't even see that I need you right now.
Baby, are you okay?
I want you here. I want you to be okay. I want you to baby me. And I want you to feel something and respond to it, because that's normal. I want you to talk to me and make me feel better. And I want you to yell or cry or break something. And I just want you to be here with me. That's all. And I want to be your little girl just for right now. Okay?
Mother walks out of the room. Sister stands there for a little bit. Brother enters from the garage. His left eye is starting to swell. His lip is busted. He has some scratch marks that go from the side of his neck down under the collar of his shirt. He has wet clothes in a plastic bag.
Oh, my. Mom!
Mother appears at the door.
It's not as bad as it looks.
You didn't have to leave.
Give you dry clothes?
I'll take those wet ones.
Sister exits.
That was very nice of them to give you dry clothes. Your friend was home?
No, he didn't come home for break, but his parents were home. They used their phone. I didn't know you were going to come home so early.
I'm sorry your friend wasn't there.
So she told you what happened?
Maybe I'm sorry.
I just walked.
Maybe I am so
I just
sorry.
walked and walked. I didn't mean to. I didn't even really notice it was raining. I just looked around and realized I was close to his house. His parents weren't home at first, so I just waited the rest of the storm out.
Baby, I am trying to keep us together. I'm trying so hard, so hard. I don't know anymore.
Mom, don't.
I don't know what to do anymore. This is your home. I want you to come to your home.
Mom, I'm not going anywhere.
Your face, baby.
Mom, there's something I need to tell you.
Your face.
Listen, just, Mom, this is my home. What you and Dad made for me, this is my home. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Mom, I've been trying to figure out a way to tell you. I didn't want to hurt you. I'm not going back to college, Mom. I'm not going back. I'm here. I'm going to stay home.
No, what?
I'm going to help you take care of Andrew.
But you're in school.
I'm not going to leave you guys again.
No.
No, Mom.
No.
He wasn't himself. He didn't know what he was doing. It's not his fault. There was no distinguishing between me and his own sister. He just lost it. He wasn't there. I saw it. I understood. I know, and I chose to step in.
He doesn't throw those kind of fits anymore.
It happened tonight.
It's been a year and a half.
Yeah, it happened tonight.
Sister enters.
I'm not going to let you throw your future away.
What you and Dad made for me is here. This is my future.
No.
Andrew, you, all of us being safe, that is my future.
You're going back.
No, don't you see what I'm trying to do?
You have an opportunity.
I'm helping.
A chance to be something.
I can help.
Someone.
Help you guys.
Not be your father.
I'm not trying.
Or me.
I'm not trying.
I'm not going to let you.
Guys.
You don't have a choice.
He died.
Guys.
That's the opportunity you have.
Guys.
No, I don't want it.
Mother smacks him across the face.
No, don't you dare. We could never have given that to you, and that is the one thing that makes sense out of all of this senselessness. We used to worry about all the mistakes. We've always worried about bills and food, but the fact that we don't have to worry, it's the only thing that makes sense. The one good reason he isn't here anymore, and you want to throw it away. If you do that, then I don't know why. I want to know why he's gone. I want to know why. There's thousands of thoughts of things that will never happen now, and they bombard me every waking second until I can't think anymore. And you just rationalize. You try and find one good thing to hold on to, and that was it. He can take care of you guys with that. You can have good lives, and he can be there for that. He would be responsible for that. And I'm ruining it. Oh God, I just want to scream. It's not fair. None of it.
Mom.
None of it.
He's just trying to help.
I won't stay. I'll go back.
It doesn't matter. He's still gone.
But we're not. We're still here.
never coming back. Oh God, he's never coming back.
Mom.
He's never coming back.
Mom,
Don't go. Please don't go.
I'm right here, Mom. I'm right here.
Lights out. Scene 6. A pool of light hits the stage. A curious-looking person resides.
You remembered. You did it. You. Do you hear me? You. For some people, that's not a big deal, but for us, not forgetting is everything. I know. Oh, I know. Even now, it's a struggle. Sounds, then lights, burns, tears, pinching and pushing and shaking. So easy to forget. I can't. I'll hold out as long as I can, because I know why you bang your head. I know that tingling sensation that won't keep you still. I know how most things come at you, and it's like too much, and you don't deserve to get that. You remembered, and I'm proud. I'm proud of you, Papa.
Lights up to early morning as family is finishing breakfast together. Mother is about to leave for work. Brother is watching Andrew.
Okay, I'm out.
So weird.
What is, baby?
No. Keep eating, Papa. You're fine. Just Andrew. He just looks so normal just now. You know, it's silly, but there are these times when I've seen him, and just the way he is, you know, and in that one moment, he looks normal. He just looks like he doesn't have to take needles or throw fits or anything. It's like he just got home from football practice and he's just, you know, doing absolutely nothing.
I've seen him like that before. But I've always pictured him in a band.
Do both. And be such a charmer. Every time I take him to the supermarket on the weekends, there's a lady that works at the deli. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. She works for the deli and she is so sweet. And he gives her a hug every time we see her and holds her hand.
Oh, you little ladies man, you.
Let him eat.
So I was thinking after breakfast, we could just cruise around today till we find a quiet spot for me to drive.
Jesus, you don't let up, do you? Trying to kill me?
I'll go out after I get home for lunch.
Like I do that bad. I'm not going to do anything to you.
Turning is always a little sketchy.
I can turn fine.
It's still not too late to get her a bike, Mom.
So funny.
Like one with the little training wheels and everything.
I'll show you training wheels next time we're in the car.
Calm down. Jeez, just like your mother.
I would be very careful about what you say next, young man. You are outnumbered here.
The linebacker is right there. I think we can handle you 2-on-2.
Well, the linebacker is going to be playing on Team Mama.
Yeah, he is.
All right. I better get to work. Make sure he takes his pills before he finishes his breakfast and check the date on the insulin.
We will.
Promise you won't leave before I come home for lunch?
Promise. I won't drive away until we say goodbye.
And Christmas?
Yes, I'll be home for Christmas. More than just 4 days.
My baby boy.
Mother kisses the top of his head.
You're gonna be late.
She exits.
Finish your food, boo-boo.
Eat up, Papa.
Thank you.
For what?
Your face.
You're welcome.
I was really worried about you.
I'm sorry.
And then I couldn't do anything because of the rain.
It's not as bad as it looks.
I really tried to go out after you.
I shouldn't have left. I just wasn't thinking.
You do that a lot.
I'm sorry I didn't come back, that I left you here.
I was fine. You know me. I just froze.
You did fine.
So you're going back for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But yeah, if I can get a good job, or if we get the HCS thing we're waiting for, it will be better. But they both take time. Who would have thought that I would be more scared to be around normal people than this? This is easy to me.
Whatever you do, you should do it for you.
This is what feels comfortable, being here. But being away, I'm terrified. I'm not used to it. People I don't know or can't read. I should be there, but there's what happened last night to think about.
No, Andrew doesn't get like that. Both of us were in there and it was just too much for him this whole weekend. I mean, the last time he was even close to that was at Dad's.
Yeah, Dad's.
He's gotten used to just one person at a time, and that's what's best for him. The more people, the more agitated he can get.
His own brother?
It will get better. He's growing up. And who knows who he'll be when you come back next. I mean, you can't expect anyone to stay the same forever.
I haven't really ever thought of him as growing up. Still looks the same as he always had. Mustache helps, though.
Yeah, I like it. Yes, boo-boo, I see your mustache. Very handsome.
Wow, I actually think I'm going to miss him.
I like that you're the one named after Dad, though.
Why is that?
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll still be around.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm gonna get a movie for us all to watch. You wanna watch a movie, boo-boo? Yeah, finish your food and I'll get one, and I'll get it all ready.
She exits through the living room. Brother watches Andrew. Andrew likes to hold hands. Brother finally holds his hand. Brother begins to talk to him.
Hello there, Andrew. I really miss this. You and me talking. I miss talking. I feel like I haven't been there. I've been here because I can't, two places at once. I feel like I'm split between two places. Not all of me here, even less of me there. It's a lot to take. Yeah, we always used to talk like this. No baby talk, right? Me being gone for a couple of months should never change that. And it might be like that now. We're not kids anymore. We're growing up. We're adults. There are some things that will never change. No matter who we become, I will always be your brother first, okay? I like this. The way you look at me, I see you. There you are. There's a hint of that person I know so well. I know you're in there. I want you to tell me. I want you to give me something, some kind of sign that you're in there, some kind of sign that I'm right about you. Give me something, anything. Andrew, Andy? It's okay. It's okay. No more talking. Brother, sorry, Papa. Let's just watch a movie, okay? You and me. You pick. Sorry, boo-boo. It's okay. Look, I'll get it ready. You just come in and watch it with me, okay? All right? Oh, Papa. I love you.
Brother kisses the top of his head. He pauses at the door, then exits. Andrew notices Person, walks over to Person. Andrew picks up Person's hand and puts it to his mouth. Person doesn't recognize this. Andrew lets go of Person's hand and kisses the top of his head.
Plane. It reminds me of one of my most favorite moments in all existence. Blankets on the windows, wide open feel of the front door, welcoming the world as we drink glass cokes and watch black and white TVs older than us. And everyone is there. Younger, but there. It tastes like time has stopped. This feeling of immortality. Staring at that plane from that living room, seeing glimpses in between the gentle breeze as the blankets lift. It was my most favorite moment in all of existence. That plane. Here it comes. This is my favorite part. It's the fall. The feeling of stretching from myself to the sky. Rubber banding as it just makes that push up at the tip. Here it goes. I see the blades and makes me think of Somerset, that place. Not even time gets us in that fall. Feels so infinite. But then pull back up. There's always that pull back up to remind you, keep it going, don't stop. Eventually it will fall again. When it does, I'll be right back in that living room watching that plane again, feeling infinite. I like this. Even though it ends and starts again. It ends and starts again. It's worth it because of the in-betweens. Will you stay with me until are you going to talk to me? Are you ever going to answer me? I just need you to talk to me. That's all I want. Before I go, I want to hear your voice. I want to see you. I want you to see me. I want to have something like that place. I want to have something to remember you. Just in case I'm like this plane, constantly remembering and forgetting. Remembering and forgetting. I need that place that makes the fall worth it. Give it to me, please.
Andrew holds his hand. The two men continue until they become captivated by the plane, once again center stage.
Look, there it goes. It's gonna sweep.
Time seems to slow down. Person gets caught up as everything slows down.
There
it goes. I can see the blankets. The sound they used to make still tickles my ears after laundry comes out of the dryer. There's something about the dryer sheets, the warm air that puts me to those blankets. I think I remember bottles. How old was I? That rush is just like the golden leaves coming in, swept in from the push to the perfection of that late evening. Not brisk, but gently, like they've decided to come in.
Goes.
Oh, this is the worst part. The pull back up. Even though it can feel like a full lifetime, it's gone in the blink of an eye. Before I even realized where I was, the moment was over.
Time resumes. Person freezes. Andrew is still captivated by the plane. He notices as Person starts rocking.
Here it comes.
There's a slight pause before the person breathes awake.
Hello? Can you see me?
Lights out. End of play.
That was Through Andrew's Eyes by Oscar Cabrera. And if you're watching this, there's a curious thing that happens on these Zoom internet plays is if you're in the audience, wherever you are, at home, if you start clapping, we can hear you. I promise. It's the craziest phenomenon, but it's the curtain call. So as I bring the actors back on, wherever you are, I promise we'll be able to hear it. So this is our cast of Through Andrew's Eyes: Adam D. Bram, Daniel Boyle, Kaylin Juan Krager, Benjamin Mono, Maggie Bofiel, directed by Estefania Fadul, and written by Oscar Cabrera. Thank you, everybody, so much. Yes, I'll even mute my. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Whenever you tuned in, we were so happy that you're able to join us. And all the info, again, like I said in the beginning, if you want to learn more about the cast, want to learn more about the play, about our director, about our panelists, about the Mind or the Balcony, everything is in that PDF on the Facebook page. So please check it out, learn more about us, reach out to us. This has been a 3-month-long entire endeavor. The cast jumping on towards the end. We had the panelists in the middle, and today was the culmination of it. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, please.
Fellow actors, fellow crew, the panelists, everyone watching. Thank you.
And Tinkerbell lives because you all clapped so hard.
Yes. We can hear you. I told you. It's a real thing with these Zoom plays. Oscar, I'll ask you just to stick around and we can finish off our lovely event. Cast, if you don't mind just turning your videos off, we'll meet backstage after everything is over. So we did it.
Oh man, there's so many things that really stuck with me. When Patricia during the panel had said it had mentioned about people talking in different languages. I mean, for me, this whole play was a giant thought experiment fueled entirely by just the burning desire to just make sure my brother, who has autism and is nonverbal, is okay. And to hear, Patricia talk about that it is people, that there's the possibility that maybe people are just speaking in different languages. I mean, that's just the heart of the exploration of this whole piece. And when Alex had talked about giving agency and understanding agency, going into any artistic endeavor and holding yourself accountable for that, I just thought that was right on the money. That was advice that I had got when I was younger, very luckily by this artistic director who literally looked at me in the eye and was like, "Why are you writing this?" It puts on a really great responsibility to really call out that when we're talking about differently able-bodied individuals in general, there's a lot of rights that I feel that people just don't give them, ranging from their own identity to sexual rights. There's just so many things that I feel that just constantly pushing ourselves to look into the mirror and figure out how to answer those questions or how to step out of the way is really, really important. I think Dan said it the strongest. I think he said, if you meet one person with autism, you have met one person with autism. And for me, that rings so true. I just want to also shout out really quickly, Dan, who played Person, and Adam, who played Andrew. They're part of Spectrum Theater. If you look in the program, the digital program, you can find a link, or you can look up Spectrum Theater, based out of Providence, Rhode Island, I believe.
Yes.
And if you want to know more about my work, I run I'm a co-artistic director of a nonprofit, Latinx Playwrights.com. For me, I feel like this play is really successful when it challenges people to when I was younger, I would see how people would look at my brother and I'd get so mad, really young. And then as I got older, I got more tolerant of it, but it still got me. And I think that this play is successful when it challenges people to realize that differently able-bodied in general are still us. There's this disconnect, I feel like, with a lot of people where it's this condition, it's this thing, it's pushed off to the side. And I feel like this play really tries to push that, it's different languages, it's different filters. And then once we realize that, we go, oh, greater empathy can happen, So I feel this play is successful when people walk away from either this Zoom or from a performance and feel that on a deeper level. And thank you so much for having this opportunity for these words. It has been a really fun 3 months.
Yeah, and I can speak as somebody who was very ignorant in what autism is, and I can say that I have learned so much from being a part of this, and through your words and through working with our cast and listening to the panelists. The biggest thing that stands out is that idea of potential, that these people who may, wherever they are on the spectrum, there's so much in there, and it's our job, exactly like Dan said, to never look at them as the same person, that you have to get to know each one of them, because that's how you find who that person is and what they can do, and you do, and then moving towards, well, then how do we do that? How do we bring this, everything we can out of this person? And I think the play highlighted that for me very much. And, I just want to thank the Mind Institute for being such an amazing collaborator. And I want to make, the thing that I've been learning is that a lot of people who maybe have children or family members or friends with autism, is that institutions or facilities or activities sometimes are hard to find, hard to where do I look for all this information? And the Mind Institute, just from this time I've spent with them, it's been such a great resource, and they've been so open. And if you didn't know about the Mind before this, I hope that this new connection will facilitate a community of people that are so relentlessly committed to the autism community that you have them. So please make sure you use that resource. I hope to be able to spread that word across our country, that if you didn't know about them, please check them out. And same with Next for Autism, who Patricia Wright was a spokesperson for on our panel.
I have one other thing. Just
to
say.
Go for it.
Another thing that I really tried to was really stressed with writing in this play is the the emotional stress that happens with caregivers. So just in that note, I just want to say hi, Mom. No. I know you're watching. My mother is one of the strongest women I know. She's never said no to a challenge that has befallen her life. Thank you for everything you do, Mom.
Thank you, Mom. Yeah, to all the mothers and fathers and family members, definitely thank you. And again, if you missed this, or you missed the beginning portion, or you missed a snippet, this will all be on the Mind's YouTube page, so we'll send out a reminder that you can watch there. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I'll see you backstage. Everybody, thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful evening. All right. Bye.